Joining us now is Congressman Trent Franks, Republican of Arizona. He is a John McCain supporter. Congressman Franks, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you for coming and let me come on with you, Rachel.
I was struck by, as you probably heard in the intro there, by how Senator McCain trumpeted spending cuts as his proposed solution for fixing the current financial crisis. Do you think that's what would stave off the credit crisis and the Wall Street meltdown right now?
Well, I think it's at the core of a lot of the problems in government, and it shows that we have this sort of a lackadaisical attitude in general, and people see government overspending, doing deficit spending, and it creates sort of a general attitude that we can repeal the laws of mathematics when it comes to economics. And it certainly would cure a lot of the government challenges, and there's probably very few people in the United States Senate that have more credibility than John McCain on trying to rein in spending. And I absolutely think he made a prescient point, and it was important.
I hear you when you say that it would set a good example in terms of common sense math, but my sense from most people who I feel are responsible who've talked about the financial crisis think that this has been a crisis of there not being any referees in the football game, and the football game therefore turning into a prison brawl. That this has been an issue of deregulation and of Wall Street sort of run amok because there weren't good rules, and the rules there weren't enforced.
Well, I think you make some good points, but if you go back and listen to the comments that John McCain has made on the floor, I would just encourage you to play some of those for the people, because they were almost prophetic. He seemed to understand that the government involvement in some of these GSEs and Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae were going to lead to disaster, and he said as much a long time before it happened. If we had just listened to him, I think we'd be a lot better off today.
Do you think that John McCain will be hurt by his association with Phil Gramm, who is the great deregulator of banking, by his support for Graham's deregulation of the financial industry, for him having said as recently as last week that the fundamentals of the economy still seem strong to him? Do you think that McCain is making up ground on any of those things, or do you think he has a plan to turn those into assets?
Well, I think if anyone knows John McCain, I've known him for 25 years, he is an independent soul. He tries to do what he believes is right regardless of other indications, and I don't think that his friendship with anyone is going to take that much away. Now, I may be losing the feed here, Rachel.
Oh, I'll ask you. Sorry, you losing me here? Congressman Franks, are we back?
I'm unable to hear you.
Oh, I'm very sorry for that. Congressman Trent Franks of Arizona, thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. Sorry about the technical difficulties.